That's off the inside corner. And we're underway here in the home opener. And a foul ball. In the dirt, and it's 2-1. Line drive. That's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Yeah, the batter now, number 21. And that one is lifted in the air. Armas under it. Hauls it in for the out. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And Singy, I'm a bit surprised to see this many righties in a lineup against a right-hander.
Yeah, you're not the only one, Boog. I'm a bit surprised as well. And, you know, some hitters work well against same-handed pitching. You know, just back in 2024, Bobby Witt Jr., Vlad Guerrero Jr., and Aaron Judge all had higher batting averages against righties than they did against lefties. So maybe they got a plan after all.
In the dirt. The 1-0.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Samuels, the base runner at first with one out. Battling here as he fouls it away. Breaking ball inside. Ball 2. Line drive, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with one gone.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And here is Giancarlo Ibarra. One out. Runners at first and second. And that misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. The throw to second, over to first, safe.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Ray Diaz next up for the Blue Jays.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact the game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
That missed by a lot. Ball 1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Drilled out towards left center field. Armas sizes this one up. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. Back here at Tropicana Field, and starting this one, Gilberto Franco. And Singy, a special day for him. He's making his major league debut here.
And I'm sure he's got some nerves. He'll be excited for that first pitch to be in and
he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. Here's the rookie right fielder, Graham Santos. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Fastball for a strike. That one fouled off. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers could sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting a ball.
Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. Throw there. Safe. One out and a runner at second here in game one of this three-game set. Pickoff throw. Langston dives back in safely.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
On the ground to third. Slinging it to first in time.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter.
Okay, let's check out the lineup. Still early in the season, but so far it has been a struggle for this team, ranking towards the bottom in both on base and runs. They do have some power.
Yeah, and you expect a club like this to gel and to put things together. When you break camp of spring training, sometimes you're a little too anxious. You're trying to make things happen instead of allowing them to happen, and I think that's going to happen eventually for this team.
Ben Santo in the box now. No balls and a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
2 outs. Swings through that one out in front that time.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Next pitch misses, and the count is 1-2.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Good job to fight that one off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Langston at second with 2 down. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Headed for the plate. He scores, and they have the lead. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Well done. Drives in the run. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
So runner at second, 2 down. Samuels getting ready to hit. And that drops in for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. And now the count is even.
Ball 2.
And he chases a high fastball there.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Man on second, 2 down. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Pitch in the dirt, and the count's full. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Fly ball down the line. And that's a foul ball. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Aledmus Diaz now collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. Now 1 missed.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in. You got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2.
Diaz tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. And the righty deals. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. 2 outs, a couple of base runners at first and second. Got him. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We head to the second here at Tropicana Field. It's the Rays 1 and the Jays nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Jays, Jackie Bauer. There's a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Fouled off left side.
That was a nice bid right there to try to tie up this ball game. Just couldn't keep it from bending foul. He looked locked in on that swing. Pitcher better be careful with him right now.
In the dirt, the count now 2-2. Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup. And next for Toronto, Terrell Franco. And that one in the air center field. Armas brings it in, and there are 2 down.
Batting 8, the catcher, Peter
Kah. Next up for the Blue Jays. Kah measures 6 feet 4 inches. In the 8th spot in today's lineup, he joined the team as a free agent. That's to third. McGowan bounces it to first, but he digs it out, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They're down 1-0. Bottom of the inning.
And
here's the third baseman, Barry McGowan.
Barry McGowan.
And a pitch. And that's in for a strike. And that one lifted in the air center field. Squeezes it. 1 away. Carlos Armas next to hit for the Rays.
Carlos Armas.
First pitch misses.
1-0.
1 out, base is empty. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1.
James Kingsley working the plate. Kingsley's pretty well respected around the league.
Yeah, when you talk to players, I think consistently he is one of the guys you hear compliments about. Players appreciate the job he does back there.
Yeah, and that's kind of all you can ask for, really, just a fair chance to go out and have success.
and it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Joaquin Zarco, batting with one down, takes a strike. Next offering upstairs. Out to short, Franco. And there's two away. Now up for Tampa Bay, Jim Langston. A single and a run scored and a walk. Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Man at second. This one in the dirt. And ball four to a board.
Ball four.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
And stepping in for the Rays, Graham Santos.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And that's outside.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Samuels sizing this one up, reaching for it, makes the catch. 2 left on. We play 2 full. It's the Rays. Back now in Tampa Bay, on to the third inning. Here's the center fielder, Fernando Geronimo. Villa back to work. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Farr makes the play, and there's one down. Back to the top of the lineup, Mario Samuels. Next up for the Blue Jays. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. And that clips the inside corner. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. And we're level. It's 1-1.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed. When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity's not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
Number 21 stands in now and watches strike 1. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Hit in the air, center field. Armas makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Anthony Silva next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And there's a ball. Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. Where'd that last pitch miss? And a foul ball. That one misses, and it's 3-2. And that one popped in the air left field. Langston settles under this one, nabs it, and that is that. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. All even now at 1-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Set for the bottom of the third. Now up for Tampa Bay. Oliver Farr. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Geronimo makes the play, and there's one down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ben Santo. Doubled in his first AB. And that's a little high. On the corner for a strike. Going to count 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
2-2 the count.
And it remains 2-2. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Samuels on his way over. He makes the catch, and there's two down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Samuels in now. Takes ball one off the plate. And another ball.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit. Slightly up, slightly in.
Fouls one off. 2-2. 2 outs, base is empty. Cut on and lifted in the air. Samuels on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. As we go to the top of the fourth. And now it's going to be Giancarlo Ibarra. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Well, these Jays just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
The 1-1 is fouled off. To the right side. The throw to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Good two-seam action right there, running away from the batter. Rolled over it, got the ground out.
Ray Diaz, the next to hit. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. On the ground to the left. On to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Good onside run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Jackie Bauer next up for the Blue Jays. That clips the inside corner for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That misses the zone, and that is ball one.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Check swing, no appeal, and a count 2-1. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Blue Jays go down in order. Score remains. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Shortstop, Aledmus Diaz.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, these Rays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First 2 pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
So digging in, Barry McGowan. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And that's a little bit high. 1-0.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage. And that might be the case today.
Next offering is in for a strike. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. He's got it. 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Armas in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. He swings and fouls one off. 2 outs. There's a swing and a drive. Back there. Get out of town. He circles the bases. His first homer of the year, and they jump out front. It's 2-1.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Joaquin Zarco. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Samuels makes the grab. And that is that. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Ball 1, no strikes. Franco, a former All-Star, 29 years old, and he was born in the Netherlands. That one hooked foul.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one missing low. Lifted in the air, right center field. Santos sizes this one up, and out number 1 on the grab. Peter Ka now at the plate. Grounded out his first time. Fought off foul. Blue Jays down a run. popped up. Zarco drops into the glove, and there are 2 outs. And now the center fielder, Fernando Geronimo. First time up was a pop out. That just misses. Ball 1. And that drops in for a strike.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Next pitch is outside. The Jays down by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Fights it off. He'll see another. And they'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays, and our score remains 2-1. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jim Langston. In the air, fairly deep to right field. And he makes the catch. 1 down.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Graham Santos digs in now. 0 for 2 in this one. Check swing, called strike. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Joe Random preparing to come on if needed. Random getting loose as well. And that one is downstairs. And the count is 1-1. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
The first baseman, number 4.
And now the first baseman, Oliver Farr. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Ow!
You know, something that's often overlooked in a caught stealing situation is just that catcher's footwork. These guys work so hard on just every aspect, receiving the pitch, but then also getting into a position to get off a quick throw. Right there, that was perfect execution, and it allowed him to get the throw down to second in time.
Just off the outside edge. And now 2-0. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
That's a walk. Went with another changeup but missed the spot.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with a quick free pass.
And now Ben Santo. That one blasted deep to right. Ranging back. Hauls it in on the warning track. 1 hit, 1 left. We're through 5. So up next for Toronto, Mario Samuels. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Villa back to work. Base hit into right center. And they have their first hit since the third inning.
Wastes no time there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Now the number 2 hitter. Corner infielders up on the grass expecting a bunt. And that one got a piece of him.
Got him. Right there.
Well, he's just glad they got hit with an off-speed pitch there instead of a fastball. Man, that would have hurt a lot more if it had velocity.
Silva in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
1, no strike. Hey.
Tying run in scoring position, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they don't get the out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Elvis Villa departs, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. The pitcher on here, Joe Brandon.
Really tough spot to come into out of the bullpen. Bases loaded with multiple outs to get in a tight ball game. A lot can happen right here.
Ibarra in the box now. Takes strike 1.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Samuels, the runner at third. Silva on at first with nobody out. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Hauls it in for the out. Dives for the bag, got him. Double play.
The first baseman, number 5, Ray Diaz.
Ray Diaz next up for the Blue Jays. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. Bullpen movement for the Rays. Number 61, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Whalen warming up as well. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit. 1 run is in. A second scores as well. 3-2. They take the lead.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Now it's the second baseman, Jackie Bauer, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Fouled off. He was late. Bauer matched a homer in his last game. Two outs.
Ball 1. 1-1.
Just
missed. That's a ball. 2-1.
And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the inning is over. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Blue Jays.
Now pitching for
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Joe Brandon.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Makes the catch,
The
and there's
batter,
1
number
gone.
13.
Ball 4. Take your base.
And stepping in for the Rays, Barry McGowan. To the left side, but it is well foul. With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Late on that fastball.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Too high. Ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Lead runner around second. Diaz rounds third, headed for the plate. Now he launches a throw over his head.
Big RBI for him right there. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
And here is Carlos Armas. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Jim Langston. Runner on the go. Late swing, foul to the left. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. 2 down. Now it's the right.
Now
First. And second, 2 outs.
Number
Far
34.
getting ready to hit.
Andrea Perez.
And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Zarco over at second. Santos on at first with 2 down. And a foul ball. Two on, 2 outs. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Reaching down, makes the catch. 3 runs for him. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
You're out. That's ball 4. Out.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout.
Pitching for the Rays, number 61.
So back to the top of the order. And now for the Jays, Mario Samuels. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. First pitch
Inside,
doesn't
ball
find the
1.
zone. Just missed.
2-0.
That one ripped, but foul. On the ground, and it goes just foul. Tying run at the plate. That one down the line, and foul ball. Rips one to right. Makes the grab, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now here is Ben Santo. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, these Rays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. One thing that really stands out is their chase rate. League average is around 30%, but they're at less than 20% right now.
Diaz makes the grab, one down.
Now
the catcher for the Rays, David Samuels. And strike one to the catcher.
It's been tough fooling these hitters, and those chase rate numbers back it up. They've been really smart at the plate, and that's one of the best ways to frustrate a pitcher because nothing seems to come easy.
0-2 now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
2 outs. Base is empty. And now the shortstop, Aledmys Diaz. This one in the air. Under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Nothing doing. They turn things over to the southpaw, Stuart Whalen. Now it's the DH, Anthony Silva. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Whalen, in his second season, he features a four-seam fastball, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Boots it.
Not every base hit is a liner into the gap, just like not every strikeout's a perfect slider down and away. I mean, right there, he just put the ball in play on the ground and gave it his all to get down to first for the knock.
Now, Giancarlo Ibarra. First pitch just misses.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Late on that fastball.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hard hit left side. To second, that's one. What a double play that was. Inning over.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Back here at Tropicana Field, bottom of the 8th. Now for Tampa Bay, Barry McGowan. And that finds the mark on the outside corner. It's 0-1. That one pushed foul. Out towards right center field, Ibarra. And there's one down. Here's the center fielder, Carlos Armas.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Foul ball. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. And it's strike 2.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is
Now
getting
batting,
ahead in the
the
count.
second
And
baseman,
as a pitcher, it really
Lucky.
allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide.
That's a ball.
And what happens is because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Fastball for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Inside,
ball
and it's 2-1. There's a strike.
2-2 to count.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Almost got him. And there's ball 4.
Ball 4.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Langston, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Line to left, and that's just foul. Two outs. Pulls that one foul. This to third, and that one handled. Fires over to first. That ends the frame. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Rays 5 and the Blue Jays 3.
Pitching for the
Back
Rays.
now, and on the mound, the closer,
Number 26.
Reggie Santos. He comes in with a chance for his second save of the season. Diaz leading things off and takes a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging on the curveball. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Oh, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
And this is very likely the last chance he gets to keep his hitting streak alive. That one outside, and that's ball 1. To the right side, and he handles it himself for the out.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
So it's their last chance in this one. Terrell Franco, the next to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The Rays leading by 2 here at the top of the 9th. That pitch in for a strike, and 1-1.
Ball 2.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. That one gets down for a hit, and that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
The catcher, number 33.
And here's the catcher, Peter Ka. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. The tying run at the plate. On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Rays take the series opener here at home.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series.
The headliner in this one, Singy, the league leader in OPS. He's been terrifying to pitchers all season.
And he's such a well-rounded hitter, Boog. He's been the key to this lineup, and I don't see him slowing down anytime soon.
It's the Detroit Tigers going up against the Kansas City Royals. Just about set to go. And our pitcher tonight, Archie Rodriguez.
There's always a bit of a learning curve for rookie pitchers. You've got to get familiar with these big league hitters, and it's more of a chess match. But I think this kid's got good stuff and the potential to be great.
Ready to go now. Digging in, Hank Duffy. Missed with a changeup, and we are underway. And
Ball
another
two.
ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
A little bit
Down,
low.
ball 3.
And now 3-0. That one
That's the
misses.
ball. Take
So
your
a
bait.
leadoff walk.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
So up next, Dominique Moreno. Right through there for a strike. Here goes the runner. Pitch misses.
1-1.
Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw. A rope into right, and that's a base hit. Coming home. He will score, and they take the lead.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
And the batter now, Tim Harper. And it stays fair. The relay throw in there safely.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
the plate, Jacob Franklin. Golden opportunity right here. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
And a swing and a miss there.
0-2.
And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Well, oftentimes that's the pitch he's trying to set up, the curveball. He'll lean on it pretty heavily, so you got to be expecting it, look for it, and sell out so you don't miss it when you get it.
Abraham Almonte up now for the Tigers. And that one cutting but missing down low. And that drops in for a strike. Moreno at third. Harper over at second with one down. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Lifted in the air down the left side. Base hit. One run in already. Another comes in to score, and they're up by 3.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
One down. Brian Garcia now at the plate. Pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The shortstop takes the ball. And down on strikes. That's out number 2. Here's the second baseman, Will Nair. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game. On the ground to third. Slings it across, and that will end the inning. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Tigers 3. KC coming to bat. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the mound today, Kevin Burke.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
And it's fouled away.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Now the number 2 hitter, Danny McHugh. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. Right through there for a strike. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-2. Goes down looking. Here's the rookie third baseman, Juan Acosta.
Juan Acosta.
Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Off balance feed, there's 1. And that's all they'll get.
Batting for the catcher,
Mark Chavis steps in for the Royals. That one's in there. Strike 1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Cut off, now a throw home. Not in time. He's safe. And a run comes in to score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. With a pitch away, that's exactly what you want to do with it. Drive it the other way. And right there, just barely able to keep it fair down the line for the double.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Benitez will hit next. High fly ball out to left field. Duffy makes the catch. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. KC gets 1 on the double. It's now a 3-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Second inning set to go. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Carl Coronado. Rodriguez back to work. That one ripped. Random giving chase. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Leonard digs in now. Just missed. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the second. Check on the runner, and he's back in there. That catches the zone for a strike, and now it's even 1-1. Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. It feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
Next offering is in for a strike. Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think he's ever way off with his balls and strikes, but yeah, I don't think it's easy to define what his zone is, like you said.
2 balls.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
And here it comes. Swing and a chopper out to short. Tosses to first. 1 out in the second. And next up for the Tigers, Hank Duffy.
Hank Duffy.
And that's a strike.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Way outside, 1-1. 1 out and a runner at second here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Foul ball there.
Two.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Now batting.
And now the right fielder, Dominique Moreno. And that's downstairs. And it's 1-0. Runner at second, 2 down. And another ball. Right side, and that chance handled to first. That's out number 3. One left for Detroit as the lead remains 3-1. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Royals' designated hitter, Ryan McGregor. McGregor batting 6th in today's lineup. He's usually a third baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. On the ground, right side, and he takes it himself for the out.
Batting 7th, the left fielder, Joe Random.
Joe Random steps in for the Royals. That is upstairs for ball 1. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. 1 out, bases empty. This one in the air. Harper under it. Puts it away for the out.
Batting 8th, the right fielder, Joe Random.
2 down, bases empty. Now it's the right fielder, Joe Random. And that's outside. Ball 1. 2 outs, bases empty. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-1.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss.
1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him. Royals set down in order. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We played 2 full. It's the Tigers 3 and the Royals 1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And there's the strike. Comes up empty.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Outside low, and it's 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Franklin in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Smash down the left field line. And foul ball. And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Throws to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
And next is the designated hitter, Abraham Almonte. Swinging a foul straight back. Franklin over at second, one down. And there's a foul ball. Going 2 now. Swinging a ground ball. Dives and he can't hang on. No throw, a tough play, and now there are runners at first and second.
That's back-to-back singles for him. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Now here is Brian Garcia. There's a strike. Two on, one out. The changeup missing. Ball 1.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play. Minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And it looks like trouble. One run across, headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And now Will Nair. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. In comes the run from third, and the lead is up to 5. Now around second, going for third. And he's got an RBI triple.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. Man, I love the hustle out of the box right there.
Pablo Manzanillo will take over here, on for his major league debut. And a moment he will never forget.
Better believe that. It's always so special the first time you get into a big league ball game. I did it as a position player, but for him as a pitcher, I'm sure there's some nerves there. Probably don't want to squeeze the baseball too tight. Just relax and do what you're capable of doing.
Bullpen action for the Royals. Ronaldo Moffitt up and loosening in the pen. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate. One away with a runner at third. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That one the other way. McHugh sends it to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. 2 outs. Base is empty. Tommy Leonard up now for the Tigers. That one's in there, and that's strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike. Ball.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Fouls it off, still 1-2. This ball's chopped on the ground. Acosta tosses to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Back here in Kansas City, leading off Joe
the
Random.
center fielder, Joe Random.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice.
So the batting order turns over. George O'Farrell getting ready to hit. And that's way high. And that is ball one.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Ground ball, left side, and that's just foul. In the air, left field, down the line, and that is a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out at a slider, and there's 2 gone. 2 down, base is empty. Danny McHugh now at the plate. Fastball for a strike. Right through there for a strike. That one's upstairs, ball one.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Out of the fourth. Now the left fielder, Hank Duffy.
Hank Duffy.
Just missed.
Well, these Tigers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. Looking at the numbers, they've got 4 hits when they're behind in the count. That says they are absolutely battling at the plate and just not giving up, despite what the count says.
Now this is in the air down the line. And that drops foul.
And if you're a manager or a hitting coach, you love to see your guys really fighting for every at-bat, every pitch. It tells you a lot about how they showed up to the ballpark today.
Fires to first on the run, and they get the out.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
The other way. He dives, but he can't make the catch. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, the first
Tim Harper will hit next. 1 for 2. Runner on the go. Pitch outside. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
And this one squirts away from the catcher. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Nice job right there, recognizing the wild pitch and being able to move up to third because of it. Now they've got more options in terms of finding a way to bring him home.
Moreno stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Strike 1. And misses inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. 1 away with a runner at third. Stays alive. Struck struck him out looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Now this one gets away from the catcher. No advance, though. That's to third, and that's a fair ball. In comes the run from third to add on. Throws to second, but he's in there easily.
Comes through with the RBI. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Abraham Almonte. Ball one there. That misses the zone, and it's 2-0. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And that is out of play. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The run comes in to score from second. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors. No one left. We're midway in the 4th. Tigers 9 and the Royals 1. Bottom of the 4th, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Juan Acosta. First pitch misses. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this, but yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
A flip to the pitcher covering, and a quick out number 1.
The catcher, number
now
41.
Here is Mark Chavis. Doubled his first time. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Franklin pulls that one down. 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Giancarlo
Stepping in,
Benitez.
Giancarlo Benitez. Flied to left his first time. And that one's a little bit low. 1-0. Pop foul out of play off to the right. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. And he'll take first easily after the strikeout. So he's able to reach first base despite the strikeout, and that extends the inning. Kind of a tough turn of events for the defense there.
Yeah, it's maybe a little bit of a morale killer. For a second, you think you're about to go hit, but really quickly you have to refocus and be ready for the next play. We'll see if they can work around it.
2 outs. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and that was not close.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one 1 run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer.
Close, but called a ball, and that's ball 1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Manzanillo back to work. Top of the zone for a called strike. Garcia goes 5 feet 11 inches, 180 pounds, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. In the air, right field. And it drops in. Around first, digging for 2. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
The batter, the second baseman,
Will Nair digs in now.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Swing and a base hit. Coming home. He will score. And it's an RBI single. It's 10-1.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage.
Now pitching for the
Ronaldo
Royals,
Moffitt taking over on the mound.
number
I think
15.
he's got to be a little tough coming in.
Ball, take your base. 3.
All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And here's the first baseman, Tim Harper. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
And that one finds its way through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Franklin stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Nobody out, runner at first. There's a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location. But clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. Harper stands at first with 1 out. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. That's off the mark. 1-2 to count.
1-2. Two.
In the dirt. The Tigers up big in this one, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Battling here as he fouls it away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Here's a 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
O'Farrell puts it away, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, we go bottom six, and now the first baseman, George O'Farrell. And a slider in there for a strike.
Well, these Royals, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Got a little bit of a questionable call on that fastball right there. It appeared to miss off the outside just a little bit according to the electronic strike zone, but that's the type of location where you kind of have to understand that it's close enough to where you don't want to put the fate of your at-bat in the hands of the umpire. He did, and he got burned.
Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Yeah, a big swing and a miss.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that K brings him into double digits for the game. Next to hit, Juan Acosta, 0 for 2 in this one.
Acosta.
Just missed.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Fastball for a strike at 95. And that's in the dirt. Line to left. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a two-bagger.
I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I'm sure home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Chavis up to the plate for the third time as he looks at one down low. That one fouled off. Inside, just missed. And a foul ball. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Lays out and makes the play.
Great diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire up the dugout for sure. Time to go swing it.
And we're back. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the second baseman, Will Nair. And that one just misses. A ball.
Three. You're out. Ball 4. Take the base. That's ball 4.
And up next for Detroit, Tim Harper. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Leonard on third. Duffy on second. Moreno on at first with 2 down. That one in there across the letters. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Next offering upstairs.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Ball 4. He's walked in a run.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
So bases all loaded up. Franklin the next to hit. Right through there for a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Next pitch is outside.
1-1.
All loaded up here in the top half of inning number 7. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Way high there. And the count is 2-2. Two outs.
Full count.
In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. O'Farrell has room and he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, bottom of the 7th, and to the plate for man at first. So here's the Royals DH, Ryan McGregor. That one's in there, 0-1.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
And he won around. Rule to swing. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end.
Back to the top of the order now. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals, George O'Farrell. He swings and fouls one off. Random, a 6'2" righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. Random on at first, nobody out. And that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Up next for the Royals.
You're out.
Now at the plate, Juan Acosta. 1 for 3. Misses off the inside, and it's 1-0.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Next offering in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. That one is upstairs.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Hit on the ground to the right side. To second, there's one. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. Mark Chavis steps in for the Royals.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
Off the mark there. Ball 1.
1-0.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Moreno makes the catch. That all set to start the 9th in this one. Now here at the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. McGregor getting ready to hit. And takes low for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Missed
Ball
with a
2.
changeup. And that's ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
On a line out towards center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away now.
Ball 4. Take your base.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background.
Okay, all set to go at the plate for Pittsburgh. So 2 down. Kevin Parra will hit next. Swing and a foul out of play. That one misses, and the count is 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 out, space is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The next pitch misses, and the count's even at 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Up and in. Full count, 3-2. Draws the walk there.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Two outs, nobody on. Deacon Aquino up next for the Astros. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Slider misses outside. Fouled off left side. Two down, nobody on. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The line to kick the pitch. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2 outs. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that skips in the dirt.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
This one popped up. Vasquez sizing this one up. He's got it, and that is that. Top of the second, and now the rookie. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Brandon Redding. Bromberg back to work. Now one missed. Bromberg, a 6'2" southpaw, 190 pounds, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2025. Just missed. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire, very consistent with his zone. Chris gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog, and I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way, so people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
And that is downstairs. And now 3-1. Inside ball 4, and that's their first base runner of the game.
Batting 5th, left fielder.
Here's the left fielder. So next up for Houston, Devin Crow. Step off, throw to first. Redding back in on a dive. First pitch, and he just misses. Redding over at first with 1 away. That to right, Random. Makes the grab, 2 down. And next to hit for Houston, Joe Random. And that one upstairs. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Random sizes this one up, and that's the inning. So it's no run. Back here at Dyken Park.
You're out.
So 1 out, nobody on. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Kevin Parra. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Way out front for strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
1 out, base is empty.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ball 2.
Next one in the dirt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Line drive, Redding. Throws to first in time. Now it's the shortstop, Cole Tucker. Grounded out.
You're out.
Man at first, nobody out. And here's the first baseman, Deacon Aquino. He's 0 for 1. There's the strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And the 0-2. Got him swinging for the K. And the runner stays where he is.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Brandon Redding up next for the Astros. Just missed. Step off throw to first, and he dives back in safely. That's inside. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Coming home. He'll score.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
1 out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Crow digs in now. Flied to right his first time. Way high.
That's high.
Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering upstairs. And look out as that one ran in and got him. First and Aquino getting ready to hit.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And ball one. Packed house here at Dyken Park. Just missed.
That's inside.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Strike in there. Throw to third, and he's out.
Well, I can see he had a big lead out there at second base, so it wasn't a shock when he took off. But trying to steal third right there, it's kind of risky, man. You're already in scoring position, so you've got to make sure that you can make it there safely. That wasn't the case.
Pitch misses. 3-1. And that's low for ball four.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Bullpen action for the Pirates. Joe Random getting loose out there. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. Now 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Back here in Houston. Up next for the Pirates, Kevin Parra. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
And it's just foul. That was close. Outside corner, got him looking. He can't believe it.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound. No question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that.
One out, base is empty. Devin Crow will hit next. Up the middle, Tucker on the run, throw to first. Got him. Nice play.
I love how guys at this level.
Joe Brandon on the pitch here.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Parra in the box, lays off for ball 1. And now it's even up.
1-1.
That's to third, and that one handled. Zips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
That's why you hug the lines on the corner.
Ball 4, take the base.
Next is the designated hitter, Joe Brandon. 1 for 3. And that misses. And that is ball 1. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard.
Yep, that ball went out.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
So the tying run at second. That misses the zone. Now 3-1.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Check swing, appeal to first. And yes, he did. He went around. And with 2 outs and the count full, the runners will be on the move. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it drops in. Runner from second crosses the plate. And it's an RBI single, tie game here in the 8th.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Activity in the bullpen. Joe Brandon appears to be getting loose. In there at the knees. 1 and 2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
With the go-ahead run standing at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. Got him. Good job at damage control right there. So they even it up here as we head for a good finish to this one. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. All tied up at 3 apiece.
You're out.
And now the first baseman, Deacon Aquino. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Hey.
All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And now 2-1 after that missed inside. Slides, but it gets by him.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Now it's going to be Brandon Redding.
0-1.
1 away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes.
Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else.
First base.
Kevin Parra, the next Pirate to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Throw to first, and he's back in safely.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
First
Inside,
offering, and it
ball
just misses. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
1-2 now. And there's a ball.
Yep.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Touki Toussaint.
Now pitching for Pittsburgh.
And now it's going to be Devin
Number 54,
Crow.
Touki Toussaint.
Misses off the
outside.
plate. And that's ball one. Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. Blair Strong loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Swings through that one for strike
1 ball,
one.
1 strike.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit weakly on the ground. 1 out, bottom of the ninth.
Now batting, number 4.
3.
Joe.
You're out.
Back here at Dyken Park, on to the bottom of the 10th. Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Joe Brandom. Bunting, and he pops it up. 1 up, 1 down. So digging in, William Hu. Slice to right, and that's a fair ball. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. Round second, digging for third. Relay throw. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Really important at bat coming up now.
One down, runner at third. Miller, the next to hit. Outfield playing pretty shallow. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Next offering is in for a strike. Fastball is outside. And that one a little bit high.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swinging a drive, deep right field. Into the corner, but foul. just misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Ball 4, he walked in, and that'll keep the line moving.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Aquino now at the plate. 1-0. Pitch out, but no action. On the ground, and it goes just foul. This one in the air. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting. Number
So they're down to their
46.
final out. And here now is the Astros. Cleanup hitter, Brandon Redding. Trying to deliver as the hero. First pitch misses. That one the other way. And this one is over. What a play to end the game.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can...
Just about set to go now. And getting to start, Samuel Sanchez. Unbelievable season for him.
You're out.
One down. Now it's the rookie first baseman, Alex Hooper. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Sanchez checks over to first, and he's back. That one is hammered right field. That's back. He won't get there. That should be extra bases.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel.
We go to the bottom. Bottom of the first. So in now for the Angels, Ryan Dennison. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Dennison, in his rookie season, only 18 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Fouled off down the right side. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-1.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
That's a ball.
That one in the dirt. 3-1. Line drive, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Makes the grab on the run, and there's one down. And stepping in, the rookie left fielder, Adolfo Chavez. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. And that one goes straight to the backstop. And now a man into scoring position. Dennison, the runner at second with 1 away. Check swing, called strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one kicks away from the catcher. A wild pitch, and the tying run is now 90 feet away. Line drive to short and caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Third base.
And the batter now, Francisco Cruz. Upstairs. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1-1.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. The tying run is in to score from third. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Everything came together for him. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Joe Random, the next to hit, takes outside. Out to short. Throws to first. Inning over. Back here at Angel Stadium.
That's ball 4. You're out.
Joe Random getting ready to hit. Cloven back to work. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Young flashes the leather on the running catch. Joe Random, the next to hit for the Angels.
16.
And he grounds one to the right side. Takes it himself. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. And the batter will be the shortstop, Joe Random. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. 2 out, space is empty. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. Back in Anaheim.
First base. Ball 4. Take the base.
2 on. one out. Hooper digs in now. Doubled his first time up. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
And that one gets past the catcher. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Runners at first and second with one gone. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. There's a swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Oh, right to the backstop. Count moves to 2-2 as the runners hold. Random at second. Lopez over at first with one away. Just misses there.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And a pitch. Line drive. Dives, but it's off his glove. And that forces the runner to hold on at third.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And here is Ramon Madrid. Golden opportunity right here. That's a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
And strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That's off the inside corner. Now 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swing and a ground ball. And foul ball. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. In the air, right side. Squeezes it. Runners tagging from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Mercado can't hold up, and that's a strike.
0-1's the count.
In the dirt, kicks away from the catcher. But all the runners hold. Two on, 2 outs. That one missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And this one gets away. It can't squeeze it. Two outs. And they're all loaded up.
Ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch
Now
wasn't
batting,
even much to
number
think about.
22.
And next to hit for the Sox, Adrian Cervantes. Struck out swinging his first time. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Next offering is in for a strike. Bases loaded, 2 down. Check swing, went around, and the count 1-2. Stays alive. The 1-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Cruz brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. And we're back. And here's the first baseman, Joe Brandon.
First baseman, number 14.
That's out to center field. Brandon calls it in, and there's one away. Back to the top of the Angels lineup. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Ryan Dennison. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Then there's 2 away.
Pretty classic sequence on the strikeout right there. Did a nice job working him hard inside early in the at-bat, not letting him get extended. Then he went to a well-executed changeup away and just had him out front. He still had to think he's got to protect the inside part of the plate with an 0-2 count. So it becomes really hard to adjust when you get something soft away like that.
Saldana in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that drops in for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Just outside. And a count 1-2. This one in the air. Random has a beat on it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that ends the inning. And welcome back to the ball.
Three. Ball 4. Take your base. That's ball 4.
Next to hit, Alex Cooper. That one a little bit high, and that's ball 1. And a strike. Random, the runner at third. Young over at second. Lopez at first. 2 out of the inning. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. That's one way to quiet the crowd. 3rd home run of the season, and they tack on to their lead. It's 6-1.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Well, a great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. Hits the grand slam to drive in 4. Really good job at the plate.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks
Now pitching for
now
the
on the
Angels.
bump, Carlton Self.
Number
Well,
6.
they didn't get much length.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Now, Adolfo Chavez. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
No balls, 2 strikes.
On the outside corner, got him looking.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long.
Number 21.
Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
And now here is Francisco Cruz. 1 out, bases empty. That's outside. Ball 1.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
And there's a ball. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Could be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. He's in there.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Ground ball right side. Lopez. And he's out on the tag.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's the Angels catcher, Joe Brandom. Just missed. Cruz on third with 2 out. Bounce to the right side, and that's just foul. Two outs. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Angels leave 1. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the and now Joe Brandom grounded out his first time up. Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Angels need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. And now Joe Brandom went down on strikes his first time through. Swings through that one.
0-1's the count.
Up the middle, makes a sliding stop to first, and that's a great play for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Yeah, that's fouled off. And misses inside.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
And it's a 1-2-3 inning. held in check. They trail it 6-1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Ball 4, take your base. Ball 4, take your base.
And now the first baseman, Alex Cooper.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these White Sox showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers say their chase rate or swings.
In the air, center field. Random should have this one. Nabs it. Runner tags for home. He's in on the sac fly. It's 8-1.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can.
Bottom of the 6th. Now here is Ryan Dennison. Cloven back to work. In the air, right field. And just foul. Fly ball to right. Cervantes corrals it. And there's one away. Here's the second baseman, Fernando Saldana. 0 for 2 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. This one lifted in the air, left field. Mercado sizing this one up. He makes the grab. Out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Adolfo
18.
Chavez, the next to hit for the Angels. The other way. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first.
Now batting.
Now a chance for
Number 21.
Francisco Cruz. That one catches the zone. Strike 1. Fastball in the corner at the knees, and it's a strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Chavez, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Got him swinging. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We're through 6 full. Back here at Angels.
That's ball 4. You're out. 3.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Just missed.
Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
In the air, left side. Mercado hauls it in for the out. 1 away. Now the catcher up to hit. Joe Random splits the plate. 0-1. Up the middle, Lopez slings to first in time.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Random lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time.
Now, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
2 down, nobody on. And that drops in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
too low, and it's ball 3.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
High fly ball out into left center field. Mercado on the move to the alley. Brings it in. And that'll do it. We go to the 8th. Stepping in, the White Sox.
Ball 4, take the base.
And now, Alex Hooper. He's already homered in this game. A little bit low. 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Lopez, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Next offering is downstairs.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Into center and a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Well, they call that an advantage count for
Now
a reason. You're
number
so much more
24.
likely to get something you can handle. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see.
Now pitching for
So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new
Number
pitcher,
24.
Justin Kine. So in now for the Angels, Joe Brandon. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0-1.
Cloven into his 8th inning of work. Singy, he's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of
0-1.
guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
On the ground to third, and that one finds its way through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting.
So up next,
number
Joe
14.
Brandon. Swing and a miss. Pitch count in great shape. It seems he might have a chance to finish it. This to center field. Cervantes makes his way towards it. Drops into the glove. And there's 1 down.
Now batting.
So digging
Number
in,
13.
Ryan Dennison. 1 for 3. Ripped to right. Cervantes makes the grab for the 2nd out. Now the number 2 hitter, Fernando Saldana. 0 for 3 in this one. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Hit in the air out to center field. Random. Makes the grab, and the inning is over. All set to start the 3-4-5 due up for the home team. So in now for the Angels, Adolfo Chavez. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That one pushed to the left and foul. Pitch misses. Going to count 1 and 2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. Gets it to first. Out on a bang-bang play, but he made it close.
Now batting.
Francisco Cruz, the next to hit for the Angels. on the inside corner for a strike. And a swing and a miss.
Felt hard in, soft away, and now he's in an 0-2 count. He's got to figure out a way to try to sit in between, perhaps choke up a little bit, and just try to get the bat to the baseball.
Ball, that's out.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Random down to first with it. Not in time, and he reaches safely.
Now batting.
I feel like that's one of those rules in baseball that's tough to explain the logic behind if you're talking to a new fan or someone trying to learn the game. It's like, wait, what? The batter struck out, but he still gets to be on first base?
Yeah, I hear you. It's a weird one. Plus, the pitcher gets credit for the strikeout. It's an over for the batter. But, of course, no out is actually recorded. Kind of one of those, just trust me, let's move on situations. And that'll fall for a base hit. And now 2 aboard. Here comes the manager out of the
Batting.
Alexis Rosas comes on now.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And the batter now, Joe Brandon. That's in there. And that is strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Ball
That's
one
a
there.
ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Struck him out without a swing. Angels with only 1 out left. Joe Brandon, the next. Next to him for the Angels, 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And first offering is fouled off. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Taps softly to the right side. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. Cloven with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
9-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton. just about set. And today's starting pitcher, Mark Thomason. And singing a special day for him. He's making his major league debut here.
And I'm sure he's got some nerves. He'll be excited for that first pitch to be in and over with so that he can settle into pitching just like he did in the minor leagues. Exciting moment. He's got his family in town. I think this moment's going to be a huge tone setter for his career.
Fastball is outside.
Ball inside.
Line drive and foul ball. This one in the air center field. Random settles under it. Makes the grab, one away. And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Brian Almonte. That's in for a strike.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
That one finds the zone. That's strike two.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
One out, base is empty. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Thomason gathers, throws the first, in time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers could sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting a ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest out a little bit further.
And another ball. Next offering is fouled back. Started to go at the 2-1. Appeal down to first. No swing. He held up. Darryl Parker with the call there. Swing and a ball popped up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Now it'll be the M's turn. No score. Back after this on the show. Back in Seattle, and today's starting pitcher, Mohammed Kaufman.
Well, this guy had a bunch of wins last year, and I'll tell you what, as a position player, when you've got a pitcher that's going to go out there, take the ball, and put you.
That's ball four.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Robert Shoemaker. Leading the AL in batting average. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Kaufman, a 6'3 lefty, 22 years old. A former first-round pick back in 2025. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
James gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And downstairs.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Outside. Full count now. Swing and a miss. Some high cheese for strike 3.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Now it's the second baseman, Rafael Miranda. That's a little bit low. Man at first, one away.
Runner.
To first, and they've got him picked off.
Well, this is a play that you've got to make. The pitcher steps off as the runner leaves early. Make the throws, put the tag on the runner, and execute. I guess you tip your cap to the base runner on that one. Really good job of getting out of it.
And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 2. Back up the middle and a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and the Mariners take the lead.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now here is Greg Riley. And a foul ball. Headed towards the corner. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. And now for Seattle, Luis Marmolejo.
Luis Marmolejo.
On the ground to short, Joyce. They get the force. That's the third out. 1 run. Back at T-Mobile Park, top of the second, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Reggie Tomlinson. Thomason back to work. And that's too high. Inside, 2-1. Just missed.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Cancel.
Out there to center. Dives, and he can't hang on. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And up next for Los Angeles, Lorne Cantu. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out. And now the center fielder, Julio Pena. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Tomlinson, the lead runner, out at second. Cantu at first with no outs. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one drifts inside. That's in there. And the count is 3-1.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. First and second, no outs. Here at the top of the second. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And that is a big first out.
Man, a good splitter can be devastating, can't it? I mean, that thing got halfway to the plate and just did a nosedive. Once you commit your swing, there's just no adjusting your bat path to get down to that ball. And the ball dips below your bat like it's doing the limbo. I see you do the limbo, Boog. You get down there, man.
Stepping in, Francesco Santos. Fought off foul. Tying run in scoring position here in game one of this three-game set. Foul ball still 0-2. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Around third. The throw home. But it's offline. He will score. We're tied at 1.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes out. You just got to battle.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Willie Talley. Fouled off. He was late. Tied up here in the early going. In for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
One ball.
In the dirt, but kept close.
Got to take advantage of this opportunity now because of the wild pitch. They've got 2 runners in scoring position. Good time for the hitter to lock in, put the ball in play hard somewhere.
2 on, 1 out. Looked like it was a little bit up.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Grounds one to short. Random. Throws across the diamond, but the go-ahead run comes in to score. Joe Random steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that is out of play. Here's a rocket out to left. And that is that. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. And we're back. We head to the bottom. And stepping in is the speedy Warren Joyce. And that one pulled foul. That's a little high. And 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And that's in the dirt. And the count is even, 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. Now it's the DH, Brian Almonte. 0-for-1 so far. And there's a strike.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Out towards left center. Random. Has this one sized up. And out number 1 on the grab.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
And next for L.A., John Fedor. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, and he just misses.
Ball 1, no strike.
Joyce leads off first with 1 away. Snap throw to first. Joyce back on a dive. And that one missing low.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. 1 out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That's in there. Man at second. Just off the inside corner, and the count's full.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 1 out and a runner at second. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Reggie Tomlinson, the next to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That one is absolutely belted. And it's into the gap. Run comes in from second. It's 3-1.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Lorne Cantu. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. This to third, James. Zips it across. They limit the damage here. 1 run. And welcome back to the ballpark. One out, runner at second. Shoemaker will hit next. Struck out swinging his first time. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
Just a little too quick on that. Front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Started after it. Appeal to first. He did not go around. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, I'm not really sure why he let that one go by. I mean, out of the hand, it had a lot of the strike zone. Sure, it had some good arm side run at the end to move to the outside part of the plate. But with 2 strikes, you got to be ready to swing it there, and you can't leave it in the umpire's hands.
Miranda stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. That one the other way, and it goes just foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
Got him swinging. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Mariners leave 1, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Back in Seattle, start of the 4th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Julio Pena. First pitch misses. Pena measures 6 feet even, 190 pounds, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Here's a speed threat, Francesco Santos. Swinging a foul back, that's out of play. Base is empty, 1 away, top half of inning number 4. And they'll do it again. Up and in. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Five foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
1 down, base is empty. That one missed. 9th pitch of the at bat due next. That one misses. 3-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another.
In an era with a lot of swing and miss and strikeouts, you got to love an at bat like this. No one giving in.
And down on strikes he goes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at bat like that one.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
This one looks like trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Random batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Next pitch is outside. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Antonio Gomez up and throwing. Rodriguez, the lefty, warming up as well. Check swing, and he went. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Ready to go.
Leading
Bottom
up
4.
for the
Here's the
Mariners,
catcher,
the
Greg
catcher,
Riley.
Greg Riley.
That one at triple digits. Swings swings here and blasts one left field. Bangs off the wall. Now he turns and heads for second. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
All over that one right there. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
And up next for Seattle, Luis Marmolejo. And right back to the mound. Over to first. One out in the bottom of the fourth. In now is the
Now pitching for
We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth.
First base. Ball four, take the base.
Next. Back at T-Mobile Park, bottom of the inning. Now the left fielder, Robert Shoemaker. Kaufman back to work. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Well, these Mariners finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have one hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Slings to first. One away. Bottom of the sixth. Rafael Miranda up next for the Mariners. Oh, he botches it. Still fires to first. Save. It was never going to be easy after the misplay. Now the Mariners catcher, Greg Riley. 1 for 2.
Greg Riley.
First offering misses badly for ball one. Miranda, the base runner at first with one out. And that one upstairs. That misses, and that's ball 3.
3-0.
There's a strike. The 3-1. And that's through there for a strike.
Helpful.
The Dodgers leading by 5 here in the bottom of the 6th. And down on strikes. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
Well, he froze him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling, and you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Luis Marmolejo getting ready to hit. That misses the zone, and that is ball.
3.
And at first with one gone, here's the left fielder, Robert Shoemaker. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Check swing, called strike. Base hit, center field. The throw to third. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one.
Miranda, batting with one down, takes a strike. Pitch misses there, and it's a ball and a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Cesar Montanez preparing to come on if needed. On the ground, out to short. Throws to first in time, and they got him. So here's the cleanup hitter, Greg Riley. 1 for 3.
Riley.
Foul ball. And the 0-1. Foul ball there. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Can't two. Makes the grab. And that is that. All set for the start of the inning. And now here's now at the plate, Luis Marmolejo. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. That's in there. That's strike 1. Fastball is outside. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Popped up. Tomlinson. And it's caught for the out.
Up next for the Mariners, the designated hitter, Joe Random.
Joe Random up next for the Mariners. 0 for 3 in this one. That one's in there. Strike 1. Got him looking for the K. Down to the last out for the Mariners.
Well, that's great execution of the pitch right there, and the battery working together. Pitcher does a nice job to present that to the umpire and get that called third strike.
So last chance for the Mariners. Joe Random now at the plate. In there for strike 1. And it stays fair. Around first, digging for 2. Relay throw to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
So a man aboard. Joe Random digs in now. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. The shortstop takes the ball. Lifted to left, and that should do it. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers take game 1 of the series on the road.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
8-2 the final here. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long from T-Mobile Park in Seattle.
you